Mr. President, SEA Games 2019, Alan Peter Cayetano accused of corruption. Ano po masasabi nyo?
That is just my opinion. I could be wrong, but I have known Cayetano for many years together. I've always believed in him in all of those elections, in far and between, far and wide. During his political career, I supported him. The father was a good friend of mine. Maybe that's one of the reasons. I was just kind of shooting the breeze with everyone. I said that, parang hindi ako kapaniwala, parang gano'n. Parang hindi ako makapaniwala na papatol si Cayetano niya. I don't think that is corrupt.
Pero Mr. President, hindi pa rin po ba siya ligtas?
There has been mishaps and some things that for example, yung scoreboard, yet they had all the time talking about it long before the SEA Games started. At kung bakit magkaroon pa ng problema ng ganon, if the thing is being, I am not saying it's run mostly by volunteers, pero kung ang volunteers kasi ang nagpatakbo, or majority of them, then I could maybe see some hindi magandang paraan, not the right way to do it. Alam mo kasi, when you are running a big event, you have to be structural. And that is why I said it could have been better run by the military. What I mean to say is this. It's not that the military is the only entity good for it. Ganito yan. Kagaya nung sa flight. So there was this, maybe boys and girls assigned, volunteers or not, paid or for free. Dumadating yung aeroplano, expected with this contingent from what country. Okay? Nung hindi dumating yan sa oras, huwag ninyong iwanan. Mag-iwan kayo ng tao doon at sakyan. Kung kulang man, then make a point that you can call at any time with available transportation, be it in so many cars or in one huge truck. Pero mag-iwan ka doon because you have to take care of that delegation. Sana for every country, which I think they're doing, or what they did. But the problem is, I could not see why a fiasco could happen like that. Na dadating yung mga at hindi dumating on time for one reason or another. For one, Manila is a very crowded place upstairs. Iisa lang ang airport ginamit. I don't know if clock was being utilized. But from what I see, it was only the Manila International Airport. Iisa lang yan, and the arrival of flights from the international, international flights add to the domestic and the commercial and the private planes and the ones that are being used by the planes So, gano'n sana ang pagdala.
Mr. President, nabanggit po ninyo na gusto ninyong ipaimbestiga para malaman kung paano nagamit ang pondo. Ito ba ay inyong kino-question si Alan Peter Cayetano o ito ay isang simpleng mismanagement sa SEA Games na po ito?
Now, I think that the investigation should be proceed with the presumption of innocence. Then, along the way, if you find some wrong, that either through negligence or intentional, then let it out and we sort out what to do next, whether to file charges or not.
Kahit na pong maging involved ay inyong mga kaalyado?
Look, ganito kasi somebody whispered to me that I should not be doing this. Ganito yan eh. What am I supposed to say? If Alan Cayetano is my ally, political ally, then what am I supposed to say if asked in public? What is the politically correct statement that I could make under the circumstances? So you have to say, we are all in here. We are talking about public funds, people's funds. So I have to answer. I cannot just keep my mouth and say, wala yan. That would not that would not be correct. It would be a wrong statement to give to the Filipino people.
Ngayong araw, Mr. President, ayon sa investigasyon ni Speaker Cayetano, ay nalaman daw niya na maraming mga grupong nagkakalat ng mga fake news regarding the SEA-Games. Ano pong masasabi ninyo?
In the end, people we can see through what's really fake or not. As long as the games run smoothly, I think that if there was really nothing wrong in the spending of the money, things will vindicate itself. You know what, ganito? There were so many, I said mishaps, they term it in most of the papers there. Mishaps, things that crop up which were not supposed to be there, and late reactions and all of the things through negligence. Wala naman siguro intentional. But ito ang sabihin ko. I'd like to address this to the public. Alam mo, marami yun. You cannot just cast away all those, the discomfort, the sufferings of the athletes are sleeping on the floors, waiting for so many hours, getting hungry. Alam mo, this might really be a small matter, but you just cannot just flick your finger and say, maliit yan. To the countries that sent them here, it's a big deal. Now, I have to make a statement because I am the president and I was asked publicly. I have to say it that there will be an investigation at a time when they are still here. Kasi para malaman nila na there was a reaction from the government that we intend to find out what was wrong. Rather than say, tumahimik na lang nga, forget it because it was a very small, it was not a small, they were not small incidents rather. Mabigat yun. You invite countries to send athletes tapos ganun ang mangyari. To me, it's not, what happened is, I'm sorry, it did, but I'm really apologizing for the country. But then again, I said, they should know while they are still here that government is not happy with it, and that their president, the president of the country where they are playing, that at least would assuage a little bit of their sama ng loob. Back home, they will be talking about it. So just do not treat it as a kind of a matter that should be not a cause for concern. It would cost us, because I said when they go back, they would start talk about it.
Mr. President, kasama doon sa investigasyon ng mga FISGOC officials na inyong mga kaalyado, ano po yung masasabi niyo doon?
Kung mag-imbestiga naman ako, then I try to protect or to hide or to bar the investigators from arriving at the truth. I might as well just say that, look, inutil ako dito, kaya because so what would be the reason for saying you are going to investigate? If it causes me and my allies to fall politically, then so be it. Yan ang swerte namin sa politika. Ganon yan.
Mr. President, you appointed Leni Robredo as the anti-drug czar, pero nito lamang week ay you ordered to fire her. Ano pong reason po doon?
Look, I said she was making an asshole of herself. Sabihin ko na lang yan because of the so many recriminations thrown back and forth. Ganito yan eh. It was all in good faith. Sabi ko kasi ganito yan. Eh kung ganun ang pagtingin mo sa pagpadala sa amin sa gobyerno, hindi, sumali ka na lang. Join us. I'm giving you this position so that you will know. And true enough, I made the appointment, but the following day, I was following her closely. Monitor ko siya. She started to talk about talking to so many nations. She will go to the United Nations, and the first thing she did on that day after was she went to the American Embassy. Tapos she invited the Commission on the Human Rights. Yung sabi ko na I apologize because she invited the prosecutor. Alam mo, pakagat ko lang yun, Leni. The truth is, sa tweet, nakita ko, hi, Leni, apparently addressed to you, cellphone mo said, I'm packed, all packed and ready to go, and excited to be there, and going there to arrest Duterte. Sabi ko, magsabi ba yan sa tao ng gano'n kung hindi mo niyaya? But since I could not prove it, or I have to tinker with the ayaw ko rin, because it is not a national security issue. Pwede kong sundin yung tawag mo. I mean, you leave a trace, a trajectory there in the air. Pwede kong tignan, but since I said it's hindi naman babal eh. You have to get a permission from the court. So, hinayaan na lang kita, sabi mo na hindi mo na. It's between you and that idiot. Pero ang ayaw ko is pumunta ka sa Amerika. Gusto mo puntang Amerika, gusto mo kipag-usap ng iyo. You made an asshole of yourself, you know. You should have convened what? All the barangay captains. All the mayors. Then all the guys connected with the rehabilitation now going on the rural, urban level. Then you have to take the stock of how many are getting better, how many are still in the limbo. No, dapat ginawa mo, alam mo ano ka yung, hindi ko kita maintindihan. You were there grandstanding, pero hinayaan kita. At tapos, you keep on taunting me if I will continue, I will fight, even if they will put so many roadblocks so that I cannot succeed. Kung magsalita ka ng gano'n, nandiyan ka, tapos yan pala ang tingin mo sa akin, loko-loko ka pala eh. Di ba, alisin na lang kita. Tapos itong wise na wala namang utak ang po. Since I became a senator, He said, why don't you just fire Leni? O, so pinagbigyan ko. Alam mo bakit? Idol ko yan si Pangilinan. Kaya sinabi niya, i-fire mo siya. O, di, pinire ko. Bilib ako sa iyo, Pangilinan.
Mr. President, speaking of Francis Pangilinan, meron din siyang statement pagkatapos mong i-fire si Leni Robredo. Ang sabi po niya doon ay, had her fired, and this is not a war on drugs anymore, but it's war on the VP. And then si Riza Ontiveros, ang sabi din niya ay they fired her because they are terrified on her. Ano pong masasabi niyo dito, Mr. President?
And all stupid remarks coming out from an empty head. Anong palpak? The war on drugs is a continuing one in all countries, even in America. You know that. Do not be pretend to be. Or if you are not stupid, do not pretend to be stupid. Alam ninyo yan. It is a never-ending war. Sabi ko nung mayor ako ng Davao, I could eradicate it within 6 months. Oh, tinapos ko 6 months. Dito sa Maynila, akala ko may trabaho ako and I expected everybody was working well. I did not know when I arrived, when I got to look into the records sa drug cases, then I realized that I was fighting against my own government. Because the police, the customs, and everybody else were dipping their dirty fingers into it. Yan ang hindi ko alam na pati mga generals. Kayong dito sa Maynila, senador kayo, hindi ninyo alam. Di ba, lalo na ako. I am limited to local matters. I do not interfere. Kaya hindi ko alam. Kayong dito mga senador, dapat nalaman na ninyo yun. Na itong palang mga generals natin sa PNP, naglalaro, they were into drug trafficking, including the Bilibid prison, which was under the Justice Department. Hindi man ito lumalabas noon sa panahon ni Aquino sa inyo. Sa inyo, walang mga, bakit ito? Overnight ito mga drug addicts. Pag-upo ko, kinabukasan, payat na, malnourished na, wala ng kain. Anong palpak? Kailan naging palpak? Kayo ang palpak. Hindi mo ako mapalpak because there was a challenge. And I rose to it. Sabi ko, ito gusto ninyo. O sige. Kayo, pupunta ng Amerika. Ito si Reza, isa pa. Punta ng Amerika. Hindi mo nasabihan, gaga ka bakit kung punta ng Amerika? Yung Amerika mismo was the one mouthing charges against me. Even the President Obama was accusing me in a just press con. Kaya sinabi ko, sabi ko, read my lips. Oh, but pareho kami presidente at she was talking about me badly in a press conference.
Mr. President, may comment din si Leni Robredo at ang sabi niya, and I quote, ano bang kinatatakutan niyo sa akin? Meron po ba, Mr. President?
Tinatakutan namin.
Aha.
Napababa ka na pababa, hanggang pababa. Leni, look, Leni, hindi ako pro-Alan, hindi ako, wag ka tumabok ng presidente. Wala ka talagang alam. Wala ka talagang, ayaw ko na sabihin na 2 beses sa kumuha ng bar, pero wala ka talagang alam. I said that the police can accept gifts. Of course, sabi ko. So long as it is out of gratitude in small tokens. Sandali. Tapos, 2 king senador in Niger. Akala mo automatic, that is immoral, that is illegal, that is unconstitutional. Sabi ko, hoy gaga, I was using the words of the law itself, the anti-graft and corrupt practices. Abogada ka, hindi mo alam, tapos magpresidente ka. Tapos magsabi ka lang ng relying on your being a lawyer, patay. Pareha kaya, it will be a classic. Ngayon, maghanap kayo ng iba dyan. Yan, ilagay nyo, disgrasya yan. Remember, kayo ang nag-umpisa nito. I kept my silence all along. Kasi puro kayo mga wise, you think that your words coming out of your mouth are words of wisdom to the Filipino people. Now, Filipino people, you're listening to me. Hindi na po ako politiko, hindi na po ako tumakbo, wala akong kandidato. Sinasabi ko lang sa inyo, disgrasya kayo pag si Leni ang... Subukan ninyo. Saan ka makakita dito to fight drugs? Magpunta pa doon sa... Padalhin pa yung Human Rights Commission. The Human Rights Commission ni-repudiate ko. I rebuke them. As a matter of fact, sabi ko, you cannot have jurisdiction over my person, not in a million years. Sige kayo accuse noon bago akong presidente. Everybody, human rights. Everybody wanted to. Ako, I knew my answer. Wala kayong narinig sa akin, pero sa umpisa alam ko na. Because you guys were so eager to attach our treaty, to append it in the Rome Agreement, making it obligatory to us. Ang una ko lang, nung naalaman ko yan, sinabi ko, look at in the records of the printing, Bureau of Printing. Ito ba'y after Estrada signed the law, itong making us a member of the Human Rights Commission, ito ba'y pinadala sa Bureau of Printing at were they printed in the official gazette? Nung sinabi nila, wala, sabi ko, huwag kayong maingay ha, tumimik lang kayo. Then, hinayaan ko, lahat ng mga constitutionalist, Duterte can be in prison, lahat. Kung sino ang abogado dito sa Manila, sabi ko, nung gusto ko nang sabihin, I wanted to let it out because itong si chairman, kapatid ng king ng Jordan, nagsalita that I should see a psychiatrist. Because, ganon. Kaya I called for a select few, sila Olivares, sila, sabi ko dito sa Malaga. Then I let the cat out of the bag. Sabi ko, alam mo itong mga abogado nito, huwag kayong bumili dyan. Puro buboy ang mga putang inang yan. Wala yang alam. Sabi ko, basta. Ito, makinig kayo. Then I said, if you do not print it in the official gazette, then it is not the law. And then what is my basis? Tanyada versus really or Tanyada versus against the government. And the Supreme Court in that case said that if there is no printing of the official gazette, then the Filipino people was not informed that there is a law. Because it is by printing it in the official gazette that would place the Filipino people on constructive notice na may batas na. Because kung wala yan, then you prosecute me, you deprive me of my due process. So what has that ruling got to do with the Constitution? Because the Constitution says no man shall be I forgot even my Constitution. No person shall be deprived of life, liberty, and property without due process of law. In this case, there was no due process because you appended it right away without publishing it in the official gazette.
Mr. President, huling katanungan tungkol kay Leni Robredo bago tayo mag-move on sa next issue. Kukuha ka po ba ng replacement para dito sa anti-drug czar?
I fired her.
Kukuha po ba kayo ng kapalit, Mr. President?
I fired her in my mind. First day pa lang, nung sabi lang, punta siya sa US Embassy. Alam na yung US Embassy, the US Embassy knows the truth. I mean, there are lawyers there. There's a DAA representative, the country officer. The United States of America has a DAA country officer here in the Philippines. Alam ninyo yan.
Pero Mr. President, kukuha po ba kayo ng kapalit na maging anti-drug czar?
Dala na ako. Hindi na ako anti-drug czar. Wag na yung sar-sar. That's a... Actually, that has been already adopted like like a cliche. Parang cliche yung SAR, parang Top Gun, yun ang taas. Ngayon ko lang nalaman, sabi ko ng ama, hindi pwede itong si Leni. Ba't kasi maingay?
Mr. President, napapagod po ba kayo na laging tinatanong ang katayuan ng inyong kalusugan dahil 3 years from now, lagi pa rin tinatanong?
Well, I said, every time people about, in media and all, every time you ask what is the disease eating my body, I only one have noon, colon cancer. Then, may nagtanong, nagkaroon na ako ng liver cancer. Then another one, tanong uli, nagkaroon ako ng kidney cancer. Tapos, ngayon nagtanong ka na brain cancer na ako. I am not. Meron akong mga sa katawan. May kagat ako sa lamok, akala ko dengue. Hindi naman pala. Nakaapak ako ng tamtax, akala ko natitanos ako. Wala man pala. As a matter of fact, I'm going to ride a motor after this. Really, I'm not joking. I've told because I am under their kung presidente ka, para kang priso talaga.
Sir, kung hindi ka tatakbo sa 2022, meron po ba kayong napupusuang manok?
Ayaw ko matali.
Pero Mr. President, meron po ba kayong ini-endorso?
I don't know. Yung sabi nilang anak kong si Inday, naawa ako. Anak ko eh. Sabi ko to. Mamili tayo ng iba, gusto ninyo. You want me there? In the game? But not, sabi ko sa anak ko. Ito naman mga disbelieving gusto talaga ipilit na binubula ko kasi daw magtakbo, gano'n si Alan. Na nagpa-appoint ng yung ano nila, yung foundation to get money for that election. Well, we will see if Alan really intended to get money. We will have the investigation anyway. But in the meantime, I hope that we will all just shut up. Let the games go on without... After this, ayaw ko na rin magsagot ng ano. She will not run because sabi ko, maawa ako sa iyo. Ano nang gawin mo? Karaming isipin itong mga ulol na itong Kala kasi bright sila. And they come up with all sorts of scenarios. Ako ayaw ko. Ibang tao lang. Bababoyin lang ninyong anak ko. This country will continue without me starting it or stopping it. Hindi naman ito hinto ng mundo para sa akin. So let the other guy find out for himself what he should be doing. Let's start with vaping. Vaping was intended to be a substitute for...
Nicotine, sir.
Okay? So, sa batas natin ngayon, you cannot smoke a cigarette because there is nicotine dito. So, ang pagbawal, ang tinatakutan natin dyan, ang nicotine. Okay. Here comes vaping. Puntang ina mo. That is a substitute for nicotine. Nilalagyan ng nicotine yan para bubuga ka rin. So, what the... You still contaminate. If you want to die of cancer, go ahead. But do not contaminate the other people. Sa restaurant, yung cashier, yung mga casino, this is only intended for foreigners. Yeah, correct. But how about the waiters? How about the cashiers? How about the dealer? Ay, gago pala kayo. So, no smoking yan. Okay, let me just tell my story. Yung vaping may nicotine. So, by itself, it is like a cigarette. So, you ought not to be using it in public. Correct?
Okay.
Okay. You see the logic there? Now, itong vaping. Vaping is a form of a contrivance or a gadget intended to house the nicotine and other chemicals which I do not know as President. I should know the content. Kasi nilagyan nila ng mga flavor and added na. When there is combustion, itong chemical na ito, when there is combustion, any chemical for that matter, pag may combustion, you add another chemical content that you do not know. Pag magsalubong itong isang ecstasy o lagyan mo ng marijuana, lalagyan nila ng marijuana eh. Pag mag-meet yan ng nicotine, you do not know what another chemical has been produced. And that chemical did not pass FDA, Food and Drug, and it's being sold to the public. And all over the world, it's now being banned. In Australia, in Singapore, it's considered poison. So, I have the right to say, wag mong ipakita yan, do not sell it because I have not yet given you, that's government saying it. Wag mong ipagbili yan kasi hindi pa dumaan ng FDA yan. Ngayon kung ipagbili mo, kukunin ko yan because it can cause health problem. Now, the government has the right to come out with measures to protect public interest, public health, public education, public works, and so on and so forth. I cannot wait Congress. Because ang Congress knows that it is nicotine. Congress knows that vaping cannot be used in public. And Congress should know that that contraband should not be allowed to be sold because when you use it with other chemicals and nicotine, it produces another chemical of which government does not know. And it is my sworn duty to protect public health.
Mr. President, ang mga vaping community ay umaalma di umano dahil sa may bigat na parusa dito sa vaping kumpara doon sa cigarette smoking.
Ang cigarette, dumaan na yan noon pa. This new one is another form of cigarette. Must be kidding. Don't be an idiot to say that. Ang sigarilyo, dumaan na yan noon pa, long time ago. Before my father was born. Cigarette smoking was always there. And I'm sure at one time, sa Surgeon General's report, it was subjected to another test. Ito ganon rin. In other countries, do I have to wait? Alam mo kasi, mas kasabihan sa aming Bisaya, hindi naman ito sisili na ang kaagad eh. So, sabihin mo, isang respiratory, case, chemicals that destroy the body. So, katandaan kong ito, I suffered the consequences of smoking nicotine.
Okay.
Itong mga to, mga bata, itong mga chemicals na sinusop-sop ninyo doon sa baga ninyo, baga is your lung. It grinds slowly, but it grinds exceedingly small. Pagdating ng panahon, hindi mo na mabuo yan. Galit talaga ako sa droga. Galit ako sa drug lord. Sabi pa ng mga wala doong drug lord na namatay. Oh, come on. Kaya sabi ko, you separate from the chaff from the grain. Kasi itong mga to, in their passion to destroy you or to discredit you and to make themselves be believable, ganito yan. Bakit? Si Parahinog, hindi ba mayor? Si Espinosa, hindi ba mayor? Si Mabilog, sinabi ko, putang ino, papatayan kita pag, di sumibat. Hindi ba, naliliitan ka? Si Odikta, hindi drug lord, small time. Yung mga hindi ninyo alam na drug lord, nasaan na sila ngayon? Hindi ninyo alam, kasi hindi naman talaga ninyo alam. Hindi kayo pulis, maging pulis lang kayo ng you're appointed police, pagka kinabukasan, mas deadly ka pa sa police magsalita. I will scare you, or would you rather that I will not scare you and just kill you outright? Would you think that it would be good? You should just scare them rather than kill them. Yan ang hindi na nabasa. Gago ba ako magsabi na tinatakot lang kita para wag ka na sana. O gusto mo talagang patayin kita? Sa mga ambunganga ako, talaga, mumutang ina ako ni Sunoid. Pag galit ako, ganon. I will not, and I will not change my, ano ko na ito my whole being. It's not just my ugali, it's not just my penchant to use cuss words. Ugali, ano ko na ito, part of my being. So, Adre, kung hindi lang man ako hindi man lang kita kaya, hindi paglamano na lang tayo at ibigyan mo ako ng, sabi mo, iyo yan, sabi ko, akin yan. O sige, bigyan mo ako. Sige, sabi ng China, o sige, bigyan kita 60. Ano pa ba gusto mo? Tapos makigira pa ako. So, Gira, you go to war? I will tell you the destruction of the Philippines in such a case in matter of minutes. I said the jet planes that can carry the atomic bomb can reach Manila in 7 minutes. Oh. Tapos tayo in 7 minutes. Hindi pa ang bars ng Marines ko pa, hindi pa abot ng half kilometer from the beachhead. Wala na. Kasi ang China tumulong lang na magandang loob. Kasi gusto rin niya yung may kakampi sila. Kasi puro kakampi ng Amerikano eh. So they're trying to help everybody na makinig sa kanila. Ang atin kulang tayo. America is not available for all our needs. So sabi ng China, ito, tulungan kayo. Ito negosyo to. Gusto niyo ng pera? O yan, negosyo tayo. Pera ninyo, pera. Kikita tayo. Tanongin ko siya, may panahon ba putulin mo? Sabihin na, sasagot ang China, bakit namin putulin? Pera yan. Sabi ko, what would be the reason na putulin mo? Magsagot naman China, hindi namin putulin. Sabihin ko sa China, look China, we're friends. We're doing business. You want money? We want money. It produces money for both of us. Now, do you intend to cut it? And for what reason? You answer me or but to control. Why would you take control out of a thing that you offered us? I will not allow that. I will tell China, China, if you do that, then there will be a quarrel. I may not overcome you, but I said, you will receive from me a mouthful. Then I go to other places and look for help. Amerika, walang maitulong yan. Consumers Protection Act. Leni Robredo, and the rest kayo. Kung ang bagay ay prohibited on sa ginawa, hindi dumaan pa ng FDA yan. So, it's a gadget contravention sold to consumers. Then, at this time, it is not yet ready to be sold. And other countries have banned it. So, do not sell it, display it, because it will be confiscated. At this time, it is an illegal thing because it causes harm. And don't give a shit about the law is nicotine. Ang kalaban natin dyan, nicotine. It is, ang problema dyan, vaping, mahaluan mo ng heroin, mahaluan mo ng marijuana, mahaluan mo ng lahat, hindi mo makita. Whether you like it or not, you have to bear with me. Things that would harm the Filipino people. So magtiis kayo. Kayong mga vaping, gusto ninyong mamatay, okay lang. Walang problema yan. Yung mga ecstasy, you mix it with alcohol, okay lang. Kikita ang mga memorial niya.